Yes, I think the invasive species, there is a main problem of habitat loss all over the world right now. So I think we can define them as an organism, fungus, animal, plant, which is not native for us. And for sure, we have to do something with them. Depends on species of organism, of invasive species. I think it results from morphology. It results also from development, because they often have a more fecundity than the native species. And it results also from behavior, because alien invasive species, there are species which is more aggressive, for example. Important question. And I don't know if I know about this. I think that many species are introduced because they can act as natural enemies of pests in agricultural areas. So maybe the Asian ladybug, Harmonia axyridis, ladybird, was also introduced in this case. Yes, invasive species are really important in environment protection right now, as I mentioned before, because they can cause habitat loss. They can also act as a pests on agricultural landscape, and we have to fight with them. So many different things is important if we talk about every species. So we have to know every species, and then we know how to fight them, how to do with them, and how to describe this species. We've got here more than 500 invasive species, and if we talk about animals, I think the most famous from my point of view will be Asian ladybug, Harmonia axyridis. Later, I think that the horse chestnut moth, I've forgotten the Latin name, but I think we see every man is going to be interested in when he's looking on chestnut trees. This species is very dangerous for chestnut trees, and many other species. So actually, I think we can do anything. So we can only monitor this expansion here, but I do not think that we can do more than only monitoring. But if we talk about invasive species on agricultural areas, then we could use some plant protection methods, also chemical method, for controlling them, because many species are really important as pests on crop plants. Yes, I think there is many species living in the water, because every environment is colonized by invasive species. And here in Poland, I think we've got the most famous kind of crayfish, Oronectes, Latin name, and also from fish group we've got many carps, different kinds of carps. So I think this is the most important animal invasive species. At the end, I would like to say greetings for participants of Comenius project from different countries of Europe, and not only Europe. So bye-bye.
been running and I've been screaming.